Hi, I'm May, and this is my studio assistant, George. And today we will be showing you how to oil out and varnish your oil painting. We will be using this painting as a demonstration. So first we're going to oil it out. Oiling out is basically, it's an optional, but I think critical step for varnishing your painting, because as you paint, there's going to be certain areas of the painting that have absorbed, or certain areas of the canvas or the panel that have absorbed more paint, and other parts where it's glossier because it's more raised, or there's more medium that's glossy in that area. Or especially if you do oils over an acrylic painting, acrylics don't have that glossy shine that oils do, and so you're going to have an uneven gloss. So in this painting, when I kind of look at it from the side, I can kind of see, okay, there's duller and brighter areas of this painting. So what I want to do is oil it out before I varnish it, so that the finished varnished painting has a very lovely, beautiful, even glow to it. So oiling out, what I do is I take Gamsol. I use Gamblin, the brand Gamblin, for all of my varnishing stuff. So for oiling out, you're going to use Gamsol, or just odorless mineral spirits. And you want to use this instead of turpentine. So we're going to use odorless mineral spirits mixed with Galkid, which is also from Gamblin. It is let me just read it for you. So it's an oil painting medium that adds gloss, and we're going to mix it with this so it just kind of glides across the painting to oil it out and just spread it over the painting. And what it says is Galkid thins oil colors, increases transparency and gloss, and speeds drying. So it shouldn't take more than a couple of days for our oiling out mixture to dry, and then it'll be perfect for varnishing. So I have a little dish here, and this is what I use to mix up my oiling out mixture. I'm going to take my Gamsol, and it'll be like a 50-50 mix. So I pour some of that, and then I take the other half, so Galkid. I don't know if you're supposed to shake it. I don't shake it. And you pour the rest of it in. And then I put a lot in there. You don't really have to use that much, but I guess since I have a huge painting, I need a lot. Now, I take my brush that I use for varnishing. I had a bigger one. I don't know what happened to it, so I'm going to use this one. And what we're going to do is first get my painting. I got paper towels. I got my brush. This is a 2-inch brush. Some people use spongy brushes, which is probably better, but I like this one. Langnickel is the brand. You can get any cheap brush. And I have my little oil out mixture that I demonstrated. 50% Galkid and 50% odorless mineral spirits, or Gamblin, or Gamsol, that's what I meant. And we're just going to mix it up with our brush. Mix, mix, mix. And then start applying it to the painting. What you want to do is kind of just feel where it's wet and where it's dry with your paintbrush, and fill in the areas that feel dry, and don't overdo it. It really doesn't need that much. I made this huge mixture. I really shouldn't have, because what we're going to do is when we cover the whole piece with this mixture, we'll start kind of getting the excess off as we go. And a common complaint for oiling out and varnishing and all that is brush strokes. How do I not have brush strokes showing? A lot of back and forth, different direction, taking off the excess with your paper towels, and watching as you go. Like, brush strokes aren't going to magically appear after you've done this. You're going to see them as you're working. So you're just going to go in there and make sure like you're looking at it on different angles with the light. And make sure that there's not brush strokes. And when you see them, just go the opposite way and brush them out, and then wipe the excess off on your paper towels. And that's really it. Alright, so I've waited a few days for the oil mixture I've applied onto this painting to dry. And it's time for varnishing. But first I wanted to show you how beautiful and even oiling out makes your painting. I don't know if you can really see on this video, but when I turn this to the side, it's so even. You can see there's no areas of this painting that are brighter or duller than other areas. And that's exactly what I was trying to demonstrate with oiling out. It instantly improves the quality of the finished piece. So there you have it. And now let's get to varnishing. Okay friends, it's time to varnish. So here I have, still from Gamblin, my satin and my gloss varnishes. I am going to use a little bit of satin to just slightly bring down the possible glare that can result from glossy varnishing, but mostly I thought this painting would benefit from a glossy varnish. So the biggest mixture is going to be from the gloss. So I don't really know, honestly, if you're supposed to shake this or not. Don't do it a lot or there's going to be bubbles in it. So it doesn't really matter if you shake it up first or not. I would move it around just a bit first to start. And then go ahead and pour it in there, mix it up, and then apply it to the canvas panel. The amount that I'm using is about the same as the amount I used for oiling it out. I like to be a little generous to start and pour a little extra than I think I'll need on there, because then I can kind of just push it all around from where I poured it and not worry too much about adding anything, because I can wipe off the excess as I go off of my brush onto the paper towels. The most important thing is covering the entire canvas evenly, and there's no rush because the varnish is not actively super fast drying while I'm working or anything. So I have some time to hang out with it and look at it from side angles and different places in the light and just make sure I'm covering it evenly. It's a very enjoyable process. You don't need to rush it at all. Make sure to be covering all your ends all the way from the middle out to the corners and the edges, and make sure that when a hair or any large speck of dust lands in it, you just go ahead and pick that out as you varnish. And there we have it. I varnished this painting, I oiled it out, and I'm just going to let it dry with the varnish for a few more days and it'll look fantastic. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that it helped you and your paintings are going to be varnished and beautiful and way safer by using this method long term. So thanks so much for watching.